Testing, testing. Is this good? Okay. Perfect, thank you. Okay, I'll be right back. Use the bathroom.
Check, 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 check. Okay.
What's this?
Your garden, how is your garden?
Things.
Yeah,
1, 2.
Deliver.
No, they're not yet, but I think we got a little bit of a slow start on some stuff.
Everything looks good. Ready? And what page is that on? Page 635. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to B'nai Israel. And it's been a beautiful summer's day, and it's a beautiful summer's evening, and we're going to enjoy Shabbat together. Welcome Shabbat together. I am honored to have at my side tonight Dahlia Greenberg, and she's going to be sharing her lovely voice. And we worked out some harmonies, but we don't want you to sit back and listen. We want you to join us, so please do. It's all about sharing beautiful music. So we are going to welcome Shabbat with, let's see, Shabbat Shalom on page 635 in your prayer books. Your prayer books are in the bottom of the seat in front of you. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Umivorach, Shabbat Shalom, Umivorach. That's nice. Let's try it again. Shabbat Shalom, Umivorach, Shabbat Shalom, Umivorach. Hine ma tovu manayim,
Page 128.
Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. 128, right? Is that 128?
Page 128.
Hine ma tov, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine ma tov, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Now, somewhere around a half of you somehow self-divide, and you can start with Dahlia, and then she's going to go on like a round. You're going to go on to the second section, and then I'm going to start the first section, and you're going to help me out. So you can decide which side you want to be on. But we'll all start together. Hine ma tovu manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. 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 Hine tovu manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shabbat Shalom.
And again, welcome. We now turn to page 120 for Hadlakat Hanerot, Kindling the Lights of Shabbat. Suzanne leads us this evening in candlelighting, page 120.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who hold them, So may we, by our lives, give light to all who look us. As their brightness reminds us of the generation of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
You did it.
I did it.
You're
Yeah,
fast
we don't always
learner.
make this easy. So-
You got it.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu b'chokmah shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Please join with us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We now turn to page 138 for L'Chadodi. We continue to welcome Shabbat. We welcome Shabbat as a bride. We will be singing this evening on pages 138 and 139, the first, the second, and then the ninth verse of L'Chadodi.
Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. La la lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmi'anu el ham yichad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem al tiferet v'liti la 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 lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'mat Shabbatin hi la 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 lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'tzohola toch emunei am segula. Boi chala lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. La la lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala v'nei penei Shabbat nikabila.
We now turn to page 144 for the Chatzi Kaddish. Dahlia and Linda lead us in the Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadav Kadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach yoteh v'yamlich malchuteh. B'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei kol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, v'meru amen. Yehei shemei Rabba mevorach, le'olam u'le'omaya. Yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yipa'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitallah, shemei d'kudesha b'rechu, le'ela mincho bechata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiron be'alma, v'meru amen.
For those who are able, we rise, page 146.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Vahed.
Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam vahed.
We turn to page 149, and we read together in English at the top of the page. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light.
You guide the current of day into night.
As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. And we read together on the top of page 151. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vahed. Please be seated. The Ve'ahavta will be found on page 154. We join together with Dahlia and with Linda. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher Elohim mitzavecha hayom alevavecha v'shinanta levanecha v'dibarta b'ham v'shivtecha v'leitecha uv'lechtecha v'aderech u'shok becha u'v'kumecha
וקשרתן לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Amen. Page 156, I read towards the bottom of the page. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. Mi Chamocha will be found on page 158.
Ya bum bum bim bim bum, ya bum bum bim bum, ya bum bum bim bim bum, ya bum bum bim bum, ya da 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 da, ya bum bum bim bum, ya da 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 da, ya bum bum bim bum. Mi chamocha b'yim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh, norati lo. Sefela, norati lo sefela, ya bum bum bim bim bum, ya bum bum bim bum, ya bum bum bim bim bum, ya bum bum bim bum, ya da 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 da, ya bum bum bim bum, ya da 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 da, ya bum bum bim bum. Ma'alutecha rahu vanecha, bokeh hayam lifnei Moshe, zeli zeli anu ve'ameru, Adonai lo leolam va'ed. Ya bum bum bim bim bum, ya bum bum bim bum, ya bum bum bim bim bum, ya bum bum bim bum, ya da 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 da, ya bum bum bim bum, ya da 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 da, ya bum bum bim bum.
Blessed, praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. I read on page 160. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Bochat Adonai, plesukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. On page 162, Vishamru will be found at the top of the page.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל לעשות את השבת לדורתם בראשולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורתם בראשולם.
Our service now continues, page 164. For those who are able, we rise for the tefillah. We'll be chanting the prayers on the right-hand pages, on the even-numbered pages, beginning on page 164, continuing through page 170.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Ponei Hakol, V'Zocher Hasevot Ve'imahot, U'Mevii Gula Livnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Le'Hoshia, Mechakel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somek Noflim Ve'rochei Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayeh Emunato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Givurot, Umidor Melech, Melech Me'mid Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Please be seated. Shalvat HaNefesh, peace of mind. Shalom Bayit, peace at home. Shalom B'kehilot, Ba'aretz, Ba'am, peace within communities, within the land, within our people. Adonai oz le'emo yitain, says the psalmist. May God give us strength. Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. May God bless us with peace. Our prayer, Shalom Rav, for abundant peace and blessing, page 178.
Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום שלום ישראל תשים לעולם. שלום שלום ישראל תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Silent prayer is on page 180.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו. ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen.
We now turn to page 364 for our Torah service this evening, page 364. For those who are able, we rise for Kimat Zion, and Bonnie, we're going to invite you forward to open our ark.
תצא תורה ולדבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו.
366.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlu Adonai iti, Umerom Bemo Shemo Yakta, Lecha Adonai Hagidula, Bihagibura, Bihatiferet, Bihanetzach, Bihaho, Kiko Bashamayim Uvaretz, Kiko Bashamayim Uvaretz, Lecha Adonai Hamalacha, Bi'adnit Na'aseh Lechol Erosh. Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Salam Aleinu, Ve'al Kol HaOlam. Salam, salam, salam Aleinu, Ve'al Kol HaOlam. Salam, salam. Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam. Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Odivo Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kulam.
The king of Moab had a problem. The people Israel are on his border. They're headed to Israel, but they want safe passage through, and he declined. His plan instead is to hire a soothsayer to curse Israel and then engage them in battle. Knowing his kinsman Balaam is a soothsayer for hire, Balak seeks to hire him. Balaam warms to the idea and consults God, who strenuously objects, informing Balaam that the Israelites were a blessed people. This is the segment I present tonight. It's the beginning of the portion. But Balaam is all too willing to go along with the scheming to curse Israel. And at the end of our portion, the curses come out instead as blessings, and Balak will be defeated. The big message here, real faith cannot be manipulated, and God is not so readily fooled. Our reading begins on page 1173 of the Torah commentary, and Debbie Garber is our aliyah to the Torah this evening. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vaed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim, V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Amen. Vayara Balak ben Zippor ben et kol asher asa Yisrael le'emori. And Balak, son of Zippor, saw all that Israel had done to the Amorites. Vayagor Moav mipnei ha'am mo'od ki ravhu. Vayakotz Moav mipnei b'nei Yisrael. And Moab was greatly afraid, seeing how numerous the Israelites were. They were greatly afraid. Vayomer Moab el ziknei hamidyan. And so Moab said to the elders of Midian, Ata yichachalu hakahal et kol sivotenu kichlo chashor et yerakasadeh. This congregation will lick us up, everything that is around them, in the same way that an ox licks up the grass of the field. Uvalak ben Zippor melech lemoav beitahi. And Balak, son of Zippor, was the king of Moab at that time. Vishlach malachim el Bil'am ben Beor Petorah asher al hanahar eretz b'nei amo likrolo. And he sent messengers to Balaam, son of Beor, up to the river Euphrates, which was in the land of his kinsmen, to invite him, Lamor, saying, Hine am yatsa mi Mitzrayim, hine chisa et ein haaretz, behu yoshev mimuli. That, behold, there is a people that has come up out of Egypt, and they cover the face of the earth, and they are dwelling next to me. Ata lachana ara li et ha'am hazeh. Come and go and curse this people for me. Ki atzum hu mimeni, because they are too mighty for me. Ulai uchal nakeh bo. The egarshenu min haaretz, ki yadati et asher tevarech mevorach, the asher taor you are. Come and curse them so that I might strike them and perhaps expel them, because I know whoever you bless are blessed, and whoever you cursed are cursed. V'yalchu zikne Moav, v'zikne Midyan, uksamim b'yadam, and the elders of Moab and of Midian, along with those steeped in divination, v'yavo el Bilam, they went to Balaam, v'yidabru elav divrei Balak, and they said to him the words of Balak, v'yomer alehem linufo halayla, and Balaam said to them, stay here this evening, v'hivashvoti etchem devar ka'asher yadaber Adonai, and I will return and tell you the word that God will say to me. Ulai, Eli, to me. V'yeshvu sarei Moav im Bilam, and so the princes of Moab stayed with Balaam. V'yavo Elohim el Bilam, and God came to Balaam, v'yomer mi ha'anashim ha'ela, inquiring, who are these people imach with you? V'yomer Bilam el Elohim, and Balaam said to God, Balak ben Zippor melech Moab shalach Eli. Balak, son of Zippor, the king of Moab, sent them to me. Hine am hayotzei mi Mitzrayim. Behold, there is this people that's coming up out of Egypt. V'yachas et ein haaretz, and they cover the face of the earth. Ve'ata lecha kava li. Come, therefore, and curse them for me, Oto. Ulai uchal lechilachem bo v'gerashtiv. Perhaps then I will be able to strike them and expel them. Vayomer Elohim el Bilam. But God said to Balaam, Lo telechem, don't go with them. Lo ta'or et ta'am. Don't curse this people. Ki varuchu, because this people are blessed. Amen. Thank you. Dan, we're going to invite you forward to raise the Torah, and Rudy to address the Torah. I'm going to ask that we all rise as the Torah itself will be raised. V'zot HaTorah will be found on the bottom of page 374.
V'zot HaTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael. Adonai v'yad Moshe. La 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 la
Eighth time he, page 374. We remain standing as the Torah is returned to the ark.
Eighth time he, Lama Kazikim Ba, Vetom Keha, Merushar, Derocheha, Darchenom, Vechol Netivoteh, Shalom, Hashivenu Adonai, Elecha v'nashiyuva, Kadesh Yameinu, Kekedem.
Please be seated. Each Shabbat, we pray on behalf of dear ones within and beyond our congregational family. We articulate the hope that they might know comfort and support. I invite you now to raise your hand, and after I silently acknowledge you, speak the names of those persons not on our prayer list for whom, likewise, we should pray this Shabbat.
Please join us as we sing the Misha Barak. You can find it on page
371.
Thank you.
Misha
Avotenu Mekor Habracha Lahimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishebera imotenu mekor habracha lahavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
In the early days of the development of Hasidic Judaism in Eastern Europe, there was a famous Hasidic rabbi known as the Opter Rebbe. He was from the town of Opt. And he taught his followers to love all fellow Jews. Each week, his discourse would connect the Torah portion to the commandment in the Torah, Ve'ahavta l'orecha kamocha, from the book of Leviticus. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Now, this week's Torah portion, Balak posed a challenge. The followers wondered how he would connect his message to King Balak of Moab and the soothsayer Balaam. Neither of them Jews, both intent on harming the Jewish people. How is he going to maneuver this one? His disciples wondered. The Opter Rebbe began by explaining that the title of this week's Torah portion, Balak, was actually an acronym. And Balak, Vet Lamed Kuf, stood for Ve'ahavta l'orecha kamocha. His followers immediately interrupted. They said, but Rebbe, Balak is Beis Lamed Kuf. Ve'ahavta l'orecha kamocha is Vav Lamed Chet. So I have this little chart here, just to make sure everybody is following along. The name of Balak, this week's Torah portion, is the second one here, Bet Lamed Kuf. And so the Opter Rebbe said that this name here, this is an acronym to remind you of this acronym, which is Vav Lamed Chaf, which are the three letters for Ve'ahavta l'orecha kamocha, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. And so they object. You see the problem on my chart. Yeah, but it's sort of like saying PH stands for family friendly. I mean, there's a problem here. And so the Opter Rebbe replied, one who is too exacting with letters, sort of like Dan, one who is too exacting with letters cannot truly love his fellow Jews. The message, always be mindful of the big picture. Balak misspelled as Balak, misspelled serves as a warning. Others might want to curse. Our goal should be higher. We should seek to affirm others in our lives. Admittedly, it's not easy to love every other person or every other Jew. Israel's new education minister is a case in point. This week, Rabbi Rafi Peretz, the new education minister, likened intermarriage in America to what he called a second Holocaust, and claimed that intermarriage in the past 70 years in America was responsible for the loss of 6 million Jews. To their credit, one of the ministers in the room, Energy Minister Yuval Steinitz, immediately took Peretz to task. So too, the ADL quickly condemned the remark. ADL head Jonathan Greenblatt tweeted, "It's inconceivable to use the term Holocaust to describe Jews choosing to marry non-Jews. It trivializes the Shoah. It alienates so many members of our community. This kind of baseless comparison does little other than inflame and offend." I agree. The remarks are beyond the pale on many levels. Intermarriage doesn't also only hemorrhage Jews, it also creates them. Peretz's remarks are an insult to our congregation and the many interfaith families whom have found a comfortable, welcoming home here and within the Jewish people. Peretz's comment is likewise a form of Holocaust denial.
as it mitigates the Shoah's horrific cruelty and suffering. Yet one word in Greenblatt's response particularly troubled me: the word inconceivable. For while it should be inconceivable that a Holocaust analogy wouldn't be employed, it's actually not uncommon. There's a long and ugly history of similar accusations. We've heard a drumbeat of abhorrent, fanatical charges that reform is worse than Hitler as we destroy souls. That's obscene. Nothing was worse than Hitler. Still, for decades, some in the Orthodox camp employed the term spiritual Holocaust, and Peretz is not without his supporters now. It's also telling that this isn't the first time Peretz has made an inflammatory statement. He's also been quoted as erroneously and provocatively saying that, quote, that the Temple Mount has no religious significance to the Muslim religion, and that, quote, 90% of Arabs don't know a thing about the Quran, end quote. For shame. Clearly, this rabbi is the antithesis of the Apter Rebbe. His Torah is one of Balak, cursing others, including fellow Jews, rather than Balak, endeavoring to love our neighbors as ourselves. In America and in the Jewish world, there's increasing polarization, name-calling, bullying, and incivility. This circumstance demands that we stand up to smug ignorance, cruelty, bigotry, and prejudice. As the Apter Rebbe grasped, the Jewish community has to be large-hearted enough to accommodate us all in all our family permutations. Love your neighbor as yourself doesn't mean to act uncritically. We're also taught in that same Torah text to rebuke wrongdoing and offensive behavior. We are instead to live in a manner that is open, upright, and engaged within and beyond the Jewish people. Those early Hasidic followers of the Apter Rebbe themselves faced ridicule, often at the hands of fellow Jews. May his counsel and deliberate misspelling Valach at that moment continue to inspire us to go out of our way to foster hope and inclusion with a love for others that's grounded in reason and respect. May we always be mindful of the big picture. Ken Yehi Ratzon, be this God's will. We now turn to page 586. We rise for the Aleinu. Catherine, we invite you forward to open our ark. The Aleinu that we chant will be the second Hebrew paragraph down on the page.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, velo hasamanu k'mishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu Kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtakavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu.
Please be seated, page 591.
V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu bayom echad, Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo echad.
Page 598. We now call to mind our own beloved dead. I ask that those in mourning or remembering the anniversary of the death of a loved one and who have trekked to the sanctuary during Shiva or Shloshim or for Yartzeit, should you be able, please rise when their name is mentioned. During Shloshim, we remember David Reps, father of Stephen, grandfather of Hannah, Doris Goodman, mother of Dan, mother-in-law of Linda, Suzanne Isaac, wife of Herb, Audrey Namowitz, sister of Joel Abramson, sister-in-law of Doris. This Shabbat, remember the Yartzites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Bradley Elliott Boyson, Morton H. Engelman, Morris A. Green, Sidney Hillman, Regina Kipperman, Louis Liebeskin, Bernice Medin, Benson Meth, Sina Monaghan, Laura Erlanger Silver, Ida Smith, and Frank Summit. If there are additional names to mention for Kaddish this Shabbat, please feel free to rise and say their names now. A practice within our congregation is to further consider these people. If you're comfortable so doing, we now invite you to share with this minyan a brief reflection or reference about a dear one on our Kaddish list. Each Shabbat, we also mention 6 names amongst the 6 million murdered in the Holocaust, the Shoah. And we now remember Gabor Deutsch, Liuba Garber, Rachel Garber, Wolf Garber, Lenka Kotelis, and Josef Eisenberg. In remembrance and solidarity, and on behalf of those for whom there is no one but us to say Kaddish, we now invite all present to rise. If you are able, our Kaddish prayer, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra hirute v'amlich malchute, b'chaye echon u'vyom echon, v'b'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'bizman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mavarach le'alam u'lalnei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitalal, shmei d'kudusha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechamata, damiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for blessing, and let us say, Amen. Please be seated. Ki Eshmerah Shabbat, page 634, towards the bottom of the page.
Ki Eshmerah Shabbat, Yishmereni. Ki Eshmerah Shabbat, Yishmereni. Oti le'omehan, beno uveni. Oti le'omehan,
there any good news to share? And he will be how old? He will be 95.
Moly. Piece of good news.
That's very good news.
Yes.
And Linda?
And this morning I delivered lettuce for like 15 families from our garden. It was beautiful.
From our garden?
From our garden,
From
back
our
here.
wonderful
From our
garden
mitzvah
here.
garden.
Our
And we
mitzvah
should all
garden.
be very proud of ourselves. It was a beautiful delivery.
And easy too, huh? Any anniversaries? Okay, thank you very much, Rabbi, Linda, and Dahlia, for your beautiful music. Tuesday, July 16th, which is this coming Tuesday, there's going to be a wine and weed event at 7 o'clock, held rain or shine, and please see Linda Goodman for more information. I guess the idea is that we're going to drink and then weed the garden. Or maybe we'll weed the garden and then drink.
Yeah, weeding is weeding the garden.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
Yes. Bring a chair, bring your garden gloves, and bring a poem you might want to share. We're going to have a wonderful time. We're going to enjoy the sunset together. No previous experience is necessary. So come join with us.
Next Friday, July 19th, Erev Shabbat services will be at 7:30. Mitchell Hawthorne will be our service leader, and we are going to have string instrument Shabbat. It says strings Shabbat, but I didn't know whether that meant we were just bringing strings to Shabbat, but I guess it's musical strings. Okay. Tonight's oneg is sponsored by Debbie Garber in honor of Herb's 95th birthday. And I'm sorry he couldn't be here, but he's in a play. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Kiddush is on page 123. And we join together with Dahlia and with Linda in Kiddush, to be followed by Motzi. That one's for you, Dahlia.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. V'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh bereshit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat mitzrayim ki V'otanu kidashta mikol hamim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hichaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
May God's presence be with you and give you peace. Shabbat Shalom.